All right, we are on to turn 2 now. So we go ahead and start with this, but now we have, so first thing we need is union activation. We would literally draw one card, but because of Meade's planning, which we have to add 2 more cards with Meade's planning. So I just want to double check on that just to make sure, but I believe it was 2 more cards. Yeah, let's see here. So I put that right there for a minute, and then let's pull up the card here. Oh, it's a blue one. I was okay. Yes. So we're looking at this one, particularly down here, and it says draw 2 additional blue card events. Okay. Oh, so we have the first blue card event. It states place 3 SV Union unit in any Union rear area in the central ring. We don't have any in the rear areas. That's these blue areas. So we don't have any in there. If more than one, you choose the rest area. So that's the first one. Nothing happens on that one, which is good. Second card, rough ground obstacle. Place a rough ground obstacle marker in a space immediately in front of any Confederate unit in the green zone. Let's see. Rough ground obstacle. So the marker space cannot already be an obstacle placed for all. Okay, so it's in a green zone. That would be anywhere down here. And I only got one. Oh, I got these guys here as well. Oh, I guess we have this one too. Well, let's do this one because we do have pedigree with that one. Okay. Now, here we go. We've got last blue one, volley fire. Okay. Versus the left flank, which is right here. Okay, each Union unit in the left flank wing column inflicts the number of hits on the Confederate unit equal to the brigade column equal to half, or the Union's SVU equal to half of the Union's. Okay. So we're talking, okay, so half. So these are going to be 3 hits. This is 2.5, so it would be, that's the one thing I'm rounding up. So let's read this again just to make sure. Each unit in the left flank wing column inflicts a number of hits. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Oh, so then we have full effect, so nothing on the full effect. This one is -1 hit. So this becomes an 8 because it's just 2, or yeah, it's just 2 hits instead of 3 because it's -1. This one is again, but it's -2 hits, so it'd only be 1, so that also does become an 8 as well. And this one will just be a 9. So it goes there. All right. So now I can reorder. I can put the generals where they need to be, or I can change them. I'm trying to figure out here. So we have Trimble. Oh, and this is also -1 hit. So this is actually only going to be 1 hit. So this is actually a 9. All right. I think I'll keep the generals where they're at. So what we're going to do is we're going to start the activation steps. So first of all, choose one. We're going to choose Brockenborough. Well, I'm just going to move across the board. It's just easier that way. So So activation, select units to move or regrouping units. When finished, flip to its done side. Okay, so you actually flip this over so it's ready to go again. And then we go ahead and roll a dice and see how it goes. So 4, 3 is an advance, so that's good. Let's do it again. 2 and 5 is another advance, good. We're gonna have to really push this one. Okay, so 6 and 2, come on boys. He moves 1 space, and we get a great unit. Attach a heroic action marker to any of the Confederate units. It can be used as a reroll to reroll a route phase or add 2 combat dice to the unit. We already have a rebel yell. So what a heroic action. Let's go ahead. We're going to put a heroic action right here. Okay, and let's keep going. 6 and 4, another come on, boys. That's great. Open fire, 9+. 1 unit with a SV of 9 or more places a number of fire markers in the unit. Well, we don't have any here, here, and here, so we're just gonna, since this one's going, we're just gonna do that. So we're gonna go here. Yeah. All right. All right, so there we go. Let's keep going. At least try to get up to here. 6 and 3. Let's see. Red 6, 3 white. Yep. So it's come on, boys again. Wow, we're getting these. Okay. Choose 1 unit position and place 3 unrevealed fire markers on that position. Oh, nice. I'm thinking right here. We get to put 3 unrevealed fire markers. All right. 1. So that does drop the SV, the strength values. So per 1. Here we go. All right. Got to keep going with this, at least until we get to the there. Again, 6 and 5, another come on, boys. Man, we're hitting it good. Okay, you may move all units in the right flank wing column 1 space forward, but not into an obstacle. Oh, that is really nice. So, just so you see, I'm not cheating. So all of these, not into an obstacle. So unfortunately, that's going into an obstacle, but it does get these guys up here. Nice. Okay. Let's see here. So 1 and 3. This is not going to be good. So yeah, so it's going to be a red 1 and then 3. So it's heavy fire. If the unit hits takes hit equal to half the distance. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this will take 3 hits. Oh, great. So that's going to drop this down to a 6. Flips to its shaken side. And draws a blue card. Artillery in Barrage Area 1, which is unfortunately right here. Each Confederate in the unit designated areas equals the hits total the number. Okay, so luckily there's only 1 in this area. So this guy is going to take only 1 hit. So that's not bad. All right, I think we will regroup and finish up down here. So Brackenborough got moving at least on this turn. All right, next one. Now the nice thing about this one is this is Davis. This does have Pettigrew on it. Now we do have an obstacle. So to get through an obstacle, we need to do a determined advance on to Washington. Yep. So now let's see what we got. Not good. So 1, 2, it's heavy fire. So that'll be another 1. So this will go to a 6. Oh, what is... Yep. Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let's put this back. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Pettigrew. And I am going to use it for... What was it? Forward. Reroll 1 movement dice. Simply ignore the original roll. Pick up the dice and roll again. This reroll must be applied. So we're going to go ahead and reroll this one. Okay, so yep, I already flipped him, unfortunately, so he needs to be flipped back. Okay. So unfortunately, we had to use this one, but that's okay. Okay, so 1, unfortunately, and 6 is against the wind. Okay, against the wind. The unit takes 1 hit and moves 1 space, but not an obstacle, or takes 2 hits and moves 1 space and may enter. So we're going to go ahead and take 2 hits. Hate to do it, but this thing is an obstacle. I'm going to have to take 2 hits. So that'll be a 5. And then, okay. Doesn't have to shake. So we then draw 1 blue card event. Right volley flank. So right here. Each Union right flank ring inflicts the number of hits on the Confederate Union, the brigade column equal to half the Union unit's SV, modified as follows. Okay, so these are all 4s. So 2 is the most. So this one, because it's in here, is going to take 1 hit. So that's that. And since these are half, and these are -1, -1, so these are 4. And so the column, so it's yeah. So this is a 4, and this would be -2, so no hit on this one, and no hit on this one. So we got past that. So, now we get to pull the gray event. Ooh, okay. 1 Confederate Union with an SV of 5 or higher places a number of fired markers equal. So, if it's in this zone, I'll be able to place 1. I get to choose 1 to do that with. By the way, sorry. Okay. I get to place 1 to do that with. Man, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Well, this one doesn't have anything, so I guess we'll throw it on that one. Right. And I haven't been doing the sighting on this. Well, yeah, we'll start doing some of the sighting. So technically on this one I was supposed to. So let's go ahead. We're gonna flip this over. Ooh, 1 hit, so that drops that to 4. And that goes back in there. So before I did that, I was supposed to, when a unit's activate is done, reveal fired markers in the Union position at the end of the brigade column only. All fired markers if the red zone, 1, if in the yellow, so nothing's in the green. So this one I can't, even if I go through. Okay. Oh, should probably do that. Okay, so he can go again now. So 2 and 2, which is light fire. So it takes a hit. So this one goes down to 4. That's not good at all. doing so well for a while there. Okay, so 2 and then 6. So it's come on, boys. So let's move up here. And then we get a gray event. Oh! Draw the next card and then shuffle. Okay, so I need to pull that out. And then we're drawing the next card. Increase one Confederate unit by 1 SV. 2 if it's Pickett's division. Okay, so yeah, so this is going to go up to, we're going to put this one back up to at least a 5. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pause this real quick and then shuffle these cards up. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this. So everything's back in. Now, I'm going to cut it again. Okay, so there's that. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in the middle here, like so. And then just do a quick craft shuffle here just to get it mixed in so I don't know exactly where it's at. Okay, good. All right, so now we're going to roll again. So here we go. Okay, so 2 white, 5, it's an advance. Oh, so it's a 1 and it's a 6. So yeah, we're going to move. Unit takes 1 hit and moves 1 space. So he is going to take 1 hit, moves 1 space. Now we grab a blue card. Ditch obstacle ground. Dang it. Place a ditch obstacle ground marker space immediately in front of any Confederate in the yellow zone. Well, ditch obstacle. There we go. Okay. So we're good. There we're going to go. And then we are also... Oh, I need to pull a gray card. Okay. There we go. Choose 1 Union position and reveal. Place 3 unrevealed markers in that position. Okay. One, 2, and 3. I was hoping to get in the red, but we are going to regroup. And at this point now, so it's conveyed to a sighting, so I can choose one of these to see what happens. Ooh, what's this? Unsteady, half SV in bayonet combat. Okay. Let me take a look here if that's something that happens right away. Leave the fire. Leave. During that turn only. Well, we're not going to get there, so not going to be a problem. All right. Now, next one. So this is lane. He does have that there. All right, here we go. Let's move. 5 for advance. Okay, try it again. 2, 6. Come on, boys. So 1 more, and then a gray event. Choose any 1 Union position and reveal all the fired markers that are... Oh, all of them. Apply their effects immediately. Okay. Well, we're going to do this one because there's 4 of them here. So that's suppressed. This one is a miss. This one is 1 hit. So he's going to become 4. Goes back in. And then this one, 2 hits. Okay, so this becomes a 2. And again, going to look at that suppressed real quick. Just to make sure that we're good. Okay, we'll keep that one there because it's during the current turn only. All right, and actually cleared up that part of the corner, which is good. Okay, let's continue on here. Okay, so 3 and 6, another come on, boys. Another gray one. Increase Confederate by 1 SV, 2 if it's pickets. Well, where's a picket? Picket. 2. So we're going to go ahead and do that and put this back up to 9. So, and that's Armistead. That's Low Armistead's group. Okay. So we need something to get us across. Okay, so 5, and then 3 is just an advance, which does not work. Let's go again. 4 and 4. Oh, that's a determined advance. Moves 2 spaces, but not an obstacle, or move 1 space to enter an obstacle. So that's going to be good there. Okay, so these are going to be battle lines. That's nice. So he's going to go up there, but I don't think he can't because of that ditch obstacle. Unfortunately, that's it. All right. So he's in. You know what? We're going to go ahead. I'm going to call that. We're going to reveal this one for the sighting. That's a miss. And then this one is all done. Nice. Okay. So here we go. Let's see. He needs something that is going to get him through. I'm pretty sure that's not going to be it. So 2 and then 3 is just an advance. Nope. Try it again. Let's see. 1, 3, heavy fire. So this is 1, 2. Unit takes half, so this drops down to a 7. Okay. Needs to flip to its shaken side. And we need a blue event. Here we go. Oh, Major me. Place the planning marker next game turn. Okay, well, this was event, so tomorrow or the next turn, we'll have to draw 4 cards. Oh, lovely. All right, let's see here if we can. We're going to get going again. So 5 and 4, that's an advance. Oh, okay. Come on, boys. 1 space. Okay. Okay, so that was just another advance. 5 and 5. That's a determined advance. So he can finally break into here. Nice. And this one forms a battle line. So this can actually go in 1 here. Oh, that rally part stays there. And then this one can't go in because it's an obstacle. Okay. Let's see if we can keep going here because this is not bad. 1, 6 against the wind. Okay, so he's going to make 1, and then this is going to go down to a 6. And then blue event, volley fire. Oh, Union in the center wing column inflicts number of hits on the Confederate. Oh, this might not be bad. Equal to half the Union unit's SV modified. Oh, nice. Okay. So half, this is going to be half of half, so that's 1. So it's still going to be 1, so this is going to drop down to a 5. Okay, this one is a 4, and so this will just go down to an 8. Same thing with this one. It's going to go to an 8. Okay, now gray event. Okay, attach heroic action marker to any Confederate units. It can be used to reroll a route result or add 2 combats to the bayonet. Okay, so we're going to put a heroic action on here. And we're going to see if we can get in here. Then I'll have to read some rules. Oh, 1-1. Well, you know what? We're going to redo we're going to use this because it can reroll the route event. Luckily, I had that one. Got to take this one. 2 and 6, and that's a come on, boys. So that's going to go up here. Go. Follow me. The Confederate farthest away from the Union positions may move 2 spaces forward. It's going to be one of these 2. If not entering obstacle. Okay, well, let's move Garnet up. I guess that'd be the best one. Okay, I need to look at something real quick. All right, so when he moves in, that'd be that. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to call this here. We're going to basically flip this to its done side up here. Yeah, we're going to flip that to the done side. I can't do any sighting here, so because there's already stuff there. And then we're going to move on to this one right here. We do have the Rebel Yell. And real quick reference. Oh, yep. Okay. Rebel Yell. Okay, so that's basically if I get a bad result, I can use it to reroll if I need to on movement. So, all right, we don't need to reset this guy. Okay, so 2 and 6, that's a come on, boys, which can be used. Moves 1 space and may enter obstacle, so that gets us up here, and we get a gray event. Go. Increase 1 Confederate unit to SV 3 if it's stacked with its rally marker. Well, we're going to take this one, and that's going to push that back up to 8. All right. Okay, let's continue on. 5 and 5, that's a determined advance, which I can move 2 spaces because we're not in obstacles, which is awesome. And by the way, these are obstacles here. I can't just move into across the line because the walls, that's that stone wall that's there. Oh, this rally, oops, needs to go back here. This is not done. Okay. So, oh yeah, determined advance. And then battle line. Nope. This guy can move up 1, though. Get him going. All right. Let's see. Let's see if we can. Yeah. Let's hold him right there. We'll be done this turn. I've got 3 units. Although I can sight this guy. Oh, that's nice. That's a hit. So this can go down to a 4. That works. Okay. He's done. So now we're to Fry. We'll flip him over here. Here we go. We got a 6 and 6 on to Washington. Units may move 2 spaces or 1 obstacle. Move the unit's rally point to its current space. Okay, so we go there. Can't move 2 because of the obstacle, but we get to move that up there, which is awesome. Draw 1 gray card. Here we go. Okay, choose 1 Confederate unit adjacent to Union position. You may immediately move that into the unit to conduct a bayonet. Oh, yes. We're going to do that. Okay. So I can choose, it's just any? Choose 1, yep. Okay, so that's going to be this guy. He's going to move into here. Okay, so bayonet combat. Okay. Okay. Revealed fire chits, there are none. If a combat is initiated, you'll take the number of combat die for both sides, then roll. Okay, so each unit gets a number of die equal to half the current east. Okay, so half of that is, so right now we've got 1 blue die, and we will get 4 gray die. So that's half. Confederates, no rebel yell, no heroic action, already did that. No. 1 die per adjacent unit with at least 1 SV. Okay, so plus 1 die per adjacent Union position space with at least 1 SV of Union units in a space unless that adjacent is unsteady or suppressed. Nope and nope. So that's 2 blue. In either of those 2 cases, the agent can, okay. Plus 1 if it's defending this position with a stone wall against the attacking. Nope, that's the stone wall right there. Okay. And that's it. So 1, 2, 3 are misses. Okay. Force morale loss only. Okay. 5 is a partial hit plus morale loss. 2 of these dice results in 1 hit plus morale loss. And 6 is that. Then to determine which unit. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and roll these. First, bayonet combat. Okay. So we got 6, 6, 3, 3. So that's 2 hits. Okay, so 2 hits. So that's gonna actually get rid of these strengths, and I believe that is going to be captured. We can throw this back in there. Okay, and then also I have more. So to determine which units wins combat, count up the morale losses rolled by each one. The side that inflicts the most morale losses wins. That will be the Confederates. Note that if the unit has been eliminated and has no, it could still win the combat. Okay. If the Union must retreat, place it into the Union rear area in that space position. If the Union unit defending the Union position space retreats out of its, that unit has at least 1 SVP, the Confederates have captured that position. Take any 1 Union SV. Note that if Union space is empty because Union was eliminated prior to the Confederate entering it. Yeah, so that actually got rid of all of them. So they're not. Yeah, that's not good. That is not good at all. So this one is captured. Woohoo! And there was much rejoicing. Yay. All right, that ended up being a really good. That on to Washington one was really good. So then we have battle line. Okay, so this one can go 1, 2. The entire crew spaces or one obstacle space. Well, you know what? We're going to go into here and we're going to battle again. So let's take a look at this. By the way, there's these nice little cards here with the manipulate. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So Gray has 4 again. And he has a rebel yell. So we're going to have that. And that's that. Oh, and he gets 1 because 1 die per adjacent Union position with at least 1 SV of Confederates, which we do. This unit is not shaken. Okay, so then he starts out. He has 4, so that'll be 2 dice, and then this one he gets 1 for that. And no stone wall. So, okay. So we got the max here. Let's see. All right. Okay. So 5, 6, 4, 4, 5, 4, and then the rest are 2s and 1s. Okay. So the result. So unfortunately, that's only 1 hit. So that bumps this down to 3. Okay. But, and then he actually gets partial hit and rail. So that's 2. Well, this is 4. So he doesn't do any hits, but he wins. So this guy's going to go back here in the rear area. All right. That was pretty good. All right. We got 2 spots up here taken. Ooh. Feel like something's not right, just so you know. But we'll see what happens. Okay, he's going to try to get across here. Okay. Against the wind. Yes, he's going to take the 2 hits to get across. And then hopefully we can build it back up. And then 1 blue card. Volley fire. Each Union in the left wing on the column. Phew, that's not going to be good. Okay. So this one, he has 5. So that's going to be 3. Yeah, 3 hits, 4 hits. So this will be 5. This goes down to 5. Because we will round up. So this would be 2.5. So it's actually 3 hits. He's in the angle. So that's 4 hits. So yeah, that's where 5 is. Yep. Okay, this one has 4, and it's going to be -1 hit, so that's only 2. So this will go to a 5. It's fine. This one is a 3, 1.5, so that'll be 2 hits, -1. So this is also only going to be 1 hit, so that's going to be a 3. Okay. And then, so this is against the wind, and then 1 gray card. Open fire for 1 Confederate unit with an SV of 4 places a number of. So let's put some more in here. Yeah, we'll put some more in here because this one is, I can get 2. So really should just put this over here. So 1 and 2. Oh, I looked at that one. Oh, here we go. All right. Boy, this turn's really going long here. I've had some good movements. Okay, we're going to keep going with this one. So far, so good. He has taken some hits. So 2 and 4, that's just an advance. So this will be heavy fire, and unfortunately I'm going to have to do this as it's 1, 2. So he'll take another hit, so that'll drop it down to 5. And then he is shaken. And then we need a blue event card. Take those colors. Right flank here. All Union units in a Union rear area box using the right flank ring will immediately move into the position. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay. By the way, this is no guarantee because there's cards in here that can put things in here. So let's not get too happy about that. All right. You know what? I'm going to check on something real quick here. All right. I think we're going to call this one here right now. He's shaken, so that will not help. Okay, but he's in the red zone, so we're going to put all these miss, and a suppress, which actually might work. So this one, we'll keep him right there. All right, here we go to this one. So this is Garnet. We're looking to get across. 3 and 3, that's light fire. That's pretty easy. This will just become an 8. But unfortunately, he does not get to go, so we're going to try again. Heavy fire. Oh, that is not good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to be 3 hits. Shoot. That's going to drop this one to a 5. All right, I forgot to flip him over that time. And then we need a blue card. Wreckage ground obstacle. Place a wreckage ground obstacle marker immediately in front of one of the Confederate units in the red zone. Well, I think we're going to do that right there. I think we're just going to call him done. Yep. All right. Get that rally up. I don't want to take another bunch of hits. All right. So we are trying to get into here. Get across. Armstrong's trying to get across. That's a heavy fire. No hits, but this guy does need to flip. Oh, hold on. We're hold on. We're gonna use General Pickett to re-roll that. There we go. That's better. So we've got a 6, the 5, and a come on, boys, which actually does work. And then we get a gray event. Choose one Confederate unit adjacent to Union pitch. You may immediately. I don't have any adjacent now. So. Okay, he's got to get into this wreckage again. Okay, so 2 and then 3, that's just an advance. Come on. Let's get through this. 2 and 5, that's just an advance. There we go. 4, 6. Come on, boys. So he's going to go up here. And uh-oh, man, that was high. So okay, Confederates units place an SV of 5 or more. Okay, where do I want to go for? 5 or more. Yep, we're going to do that. He's in red, so we're going to put 2 there. One and 2. All right, got to keep going. See if we can get up there. You know what? I forgot to sight with this guy. It's a miss anyways. Okay. Ah, dang it. 4 and 1. So this is going to be heavy. And it's going to be 1, 2. So it'll only be 1 hit. That's not too bad. But he is going to then flip. And I think we're going to call that one that right there. So he'll be done. All right. Last column here. It's Kuemper. Let's get up here at least. Let's get up to here at least, hopefully. Here we go. And I can't re-roll it. Dang it. Route. Unit takes equals to, so that's only 1. So this will flip down to a 9. Move back to the start space. Activation ends. Dang it. Kuemper is still stuck way at the back. And a blue event. Left flank. If any general marker is in the left flank wing column, apply. Ooh, I got 2. So Trimble is killed. And Pettigrew is wounded. Okay, hold on. All right, so Trimble gets put on 2 turns. Okay. Yeah, 2 turns from the current turn. If it's 2 turns, which is turn 2, would be placed on turn 4. Man, this is going to be bad. Okay. So all we have is Pickett left, really. Oh, man. That went from great to horrible, and I either forgot to shuffle or I need to shuffle now. So it is what it is. I can't remember if I shuffled. I mean, there's rules where you don't even include that card or options. So it is what it is. All right. So, so we are now done with this. Coordinate that you may use division markers. You can't. Flip all. So this one, General Pickett's basically it. Whew, okay. Union Forces Rally, remove temporary. So that's this one. Flip rally markers to their rally side. So Kuemper is having real issues right now. The only positive thing is that I have taken 2 Union positions. Away, but again, that does not mean anything. Because there are like counterattacks and stuff like that. And then we go on to the game turn to 3. All right, that took a long time. We're looking at 46 minutes. But got a lot of movement except for Kuemper. Kemper's still waiting to get started, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying this. We're going to keep going with it, and we'll get game turn 3 next. Talk to you later. Bye.